In a city of stillness where coffins convene and contracts are carved in sinew and spleen, there sits a court with gavel of bone where corpses argue in formal tone. He walks its aisles in suit of black, his voice a law that souls unpack. The barrister tall and cold as frost speaks for the dead and never lost. Each corpse that rose had signed away their final rights to eternal grave. But now came Toon, alive unbound, a heartbeat in forbidden ground. You breathe, the barrister dryly hissed, that makes you liable to the list. By claws of flesh, by code of rot, you're trespassing and all you're not. Toon smiled thin, one brow raised high, you build a courtroom to justify why. You trap the fallen, chain the bones, but law's just myth when you write on stones. The barrister stepped with echoing heels, each motion binding phantom seals. Scrolls unfurled from skeletal hands, contracts inked in funeral sands. The court ignited, jurors moaned, 12 dead kings, their eyes long stone. The judge, a lick in powdered gray, who nodded once, begin your play. The barrister called up soldiers slain, mothers lost, and gods in pain. These are your victims, this is your crime, your path's a massacre through sacred time. Toon chuckled low, then raised a palm, I see your tricks behind your calm. You're not justice, you're just disguise, a clerk in guilt's synthetic ties. He leapt, fist cracking jurors' chairs, shattering doubt in spectral glares. The contracts flared, but Toon burned hotter, tearing through ghosts like boiling water. These aren't oaths, they're just your leashes, shadows in suits selling old pieces. You call this trial? You call this fair? Where's the appeal in thin dead air? The barrister screamed and slammed his case, unleashing laws no world could face. A cyclone clawing writ that bit through mind and shattered wit. Toon staggered, his name began to fray, letter by letter, peeled away. I own your breath, I bind your tail, your every act must now unveil. But Toon just grinned with bleeding gums. You think I fall to legal drones? You miss the fine print, little man. I fight on terms no corpse can scan. He snapped his finger, evidence torn, truths long buried, now reborn. The court cracked wide, stenographers fled. As jurors screamed, re-killed, re-dead. Toon pulled his past from under oath and used his pain to break the code. My sins are mine, my will unbound, your contracts rot when I stand my ground. The barrister shrieked, began to bloat, inflated with loss, a cursed scapegoat. His tongue became a chain of rules that Toon sliced clean with paradox tools. The licked judge fled, the chambers fell, the courtroom sank into its shell. Only ashes where trials had stood, where guilt was measured more than good. Toon brushed the soot from off his coat and wiped dry ink from off his throat. You want to bind the lives I steal, but I write in pain and you sign the seal. He turned his back, his corpses sighed, free at last, no longer tried. One whispered thanks in crumbling tone, no judge remains for what